In this video, I'm going to do a rose gold look, similar to the Mary Kay one, not exactly. And I'm also going to be demonstrating this cream to powder foundation. And one word of caution for this, if you are somebody who is very sensitive to smells, this has a fragrance to it that when I was messing around with it earlier, it started to give me a headache. So I'm going to demonstrate it, but I might not use it again after this. Okay, so we're going to start with, this is the palette that I'm going to be using. This has the Moonstone, the Rose Gold, the Dusty Rose, and the Merlot. And then we're also going to be using this liquid eyeshadow in Pink Starlight. So we're going to start with this. And I'm going to put it all over, not at the very top next to my brows, but I'm just going to, and I'm going to apply it better with the cream color brush to get it smoothed in real well. And as you can see, it's not too dark of a color to use at the top, but it's really going to add some, it's going to give some oomph to the rose gold eyeshadow. Get a little bit closer up here. And if you haven't watched any of my videos before, obviously I did my brows first. And I also used the primer and the concealer. So mostly before I started this, my eyelids were primed, I guess you could say, with the primer and the concealer. And that's why they looked so crazy. And I wouldn't go out in public with them looking like that without putting anything else on top of them. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the all over brush that looks like this. And I'm going to go into the rose gold and just put it on the lid. And you can put it up in the crease too if you want, which I might do that because I have hooded eyes. But the other colors we're going to add are going to help with that too. So it's going to end up looking really good. And it's a nice color if you have green eyes. Now there is a better brush for the crease, which I will use in a minute. And that's this crease brush. And I'm going to go into the Dusty Rose, into the crease like this, and just rub it back and forth. You can see that added some dimension to that. Now this look, the Mary Kay version of this look, which you can purchase, or I don't know if you can order it yourself or not. I can purchase it for you. If you really like the Mary Kay look, I can just buy it as all one look. And sorry, I got distracted with a message somebody sent me. And if you want to buy that whole look, it's not exactly what I'm using here. I've added a color. I've added the Moonstone, and it also includes some eyeliner and some specific blush, which I don't have that blush, and like lip liner and lipstick and lip gloss, and I don't even have those colors. So now I'm going in with the Merlot, just kind of in the corner, just to add some depth. And I know that looks a little rough right now, but we are going to blend that out and it will look great when we're done. And then I'm going to, you could leave it like this if you wanted to. I think it would look better if we took this brush, this is the smudger, and go into the Moonstone, or you could use Crystalline if you want to. I like this color. And just go up under the brow, just to give it some more shimmer, as if it didn't have enough. You can let the pink Starlight be the shimmer up there if you want. But I didn't make it go all the way to the top when I did that. Okay, now we're going to use the blending brush to just kind of blend that all around. And see, that's already starting to look a lot better. Now, I've also already put primer on the rest of my face, not just my eyelids. So, now what I'm going to do, and I don't have a real good way of doing this. I have my blending sponge, and you're supposed to dampen it first. I don't know how you're supposed to do that if you're not at a sink. Hold on a second. I've got a trash can next to me. Oh gosh, I made a mess just now. So, do that, get it wet, squeeze it, get out the excess, and then we're going to go in with this, which by the way would fit in one of our palettes. I just don't have it in there. And then we're just going to start applying that. And I like this thing. That makes it more helpful to apply, because of the point you can get right up here in this corner real well. Oh, I forgot something. We can add that later. Some more of the Moonstone right here. We can do that later. Now, honestly, I think this is, if you want this, it works well enough. I don't like the smell of it, but I'm just as happy with the liquid foundation, honestly. And this little tool gets in this little corner too. You can put as much or as little. I did have a little bit of concern about picking my color, because the color match quiz on the website will match you to the liquid foundation. This is like Ivory 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. So what I'm wearing is Ivory 3. And then I can get up into my hairline well, and hopefully up against the edges of my brow. Now this might have been a little too yellowy for me, but it doesn't say whether it's warm or cool or neutral, or just is 1, 2, 3. So now I will admit I'm not an expert at using this, but one thing that I would like to do right now is just to kind of even things up with this. Make sure it's all blended in really well. And I did this earlier when I was kind of experimenting with it, and the smell didn't transfer to the brush, thankfully. Because this is a smell that kind of makes me feel like I'm getting a headache. So then after that, I'm going to use my blush brush, and I'm going to pick a blush color, and I've got 2 different blushes that I could use. I've got the Darling Pink, and I've got the Rogue Rose. Well, the Rogue Rose is almost kind of red, so we're going to use the Darling Pink. It's a little bit peachier. And then you can put as much or a little at that as you want. I maybe got a little too much down here, but that's okay. I know my hair's kind of a mess right now, so don't pay attention to my hair. My lighting isn't great. I've got a really nice light on the right side, but I don't have one. I don't know if I want to get another one like I got on the right side. I got that from Amazon, and it is really bright light, but it's kind of annoying being in the way when I need to move this table around. So I don't know if I want another one. What I'm doing now is the highlight, which is glaze or glazed. I can't remember which one it is. Put some on my nose. And then I'm going to use the powder brush, all over powder brush, and just go into some pressed powder and just go like this all over my face. Let me know what you think of the sound of this, because I am using my new microphone. I'm hoping that it offsets all the summer noises that you're hearing out the window, because the window's open, because the AC doesn't work very well up here. So the last thing I'm going to do, the last couple things, comb my eyebrows again and use some of the gel. Now I did see a good tip that you can use the gel for, and I haven't tried this yet. I've mentioned before in my videos that I have long eyebrow hairs. I could start trimming them, and this would help if I get them combed up. See how I have these extra hairs? What I could do is at this point take a pair of scissors and just clip that off. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I plucked my eyebrows many times, which is why I'm using the eyebrow pencil and not the tint. I think the tint, which I haven't mastered using, but we do carry, is great for people who have very full brows, but they're very blonde and you can't see them. The brow tint would be fantastic to highlight the brows that you do have that are just very light. But my problem is I didn't know what I was doing when I plucked my eyebrows when I was in college, and way overplucked them to the point where they don't look good by themselves anymore. So I think that looks okay. I do have a harsh line right here. I'm just going to fix with my finger. That's from the concealer. It's a little bit better. And then I'm going to, and I can't really see. Having to hold my mirror close to me because I can't see very well anymore. Okay, and then mascara. This is brand new because it's been about 3 months since I bought my other mascara, and you really should replace your mascara about every 3 months. And you can put as many coats as you want, on. If you get some like this, try to get it off immediately, and it'll just wipe right off. If you wait too long, it'll dry, and then you have to use makeup remover, and then you mess up the rest of your makeup. I think that looks fine with just one coat of mascara. And then I want to try, this isn't part of the actual Mary Kay look. It's a color that I have that I think looks really good on me, and that is this lip gloss, the I can't see. Mauve Unique. Okay, so let me know what you think of that look. Let me know what you think of the cream to powder foundation. If that's something you're interested in trying, I can help you figure out what color you need. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to finish off with some finishing spray. Don't get this in your eyes, so make sure you close your eyes before you spray it, and then you're going to spray it in an X pattern and then across your eyes with your eyes closed. And that's it. And I hope you all have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think and what you might like to see more of. If there's any specific looks that you'd like to see me do, please let me know and I'd be happy to try that.